All right, welcome back, everyone. No preamble, let's just get straight to it. Ooh, look, 16 hours. Okay. I've heard that it takes maybe 20 to 30 hours to beat the first level of the game. Okay, a couple of things I wanted to check right away. So, agromancy. So we got energize, we've got grow fruit. What about this one? Yeah, look, I missed this ironwood tree completely. I knew I was missing something because I remember buying the upgrade for this. Okay, so it takes energy trees to get an ironwood tree. Yeah, and look, it's been here sitting on 0 the whole time. That's frustrating. All right, what does this cost? Like nothing, right? Well, not nothing. Yeah, that's already too much. All right, we'll build it at 13 then. Okay, and then, okay, what else was I thinking? There was a innovation or something. What's the one that's like all attribute scaling? It's one of the... Yeah, here. Improved learning, all attribute cost scaling. This is probably something I should be leveling up because just getting additional cost reductions, there's really no reason not to do this. The problem is it costs even more cognitive advancements. Now, I think I've done most of my cognitives. I just recently got Mind Mastery that cost like 4. And we did all of materials that we can, right? Where are materials? Proof study is 5. Yeah, materials. We would need expansion 15 for this. And that costs 2. Yeah, alright, let's just grab improved learning for better scaling. Still need to generate a lot of those. And should I just go... Maybe I should go crafting. Because this gives crafting power and crafting magnitude. Yeah, crafting is my primary source of income for all the paper and parchment. Yeah, all the parchment resources, the wooden supports. It's not really that much, is it? Just those 4 resources. There'll be more resources later on where crafting is my primary income. Yeah, okay, we'll do improved crafting. Inventory, soil, tools, artifacts. Yeah, I think I'm happy with crafting being the main one. Okay. And we have so many of these points that even if we have to come back and get more later, it'll be fine. Okay, so this takes 10 minutes to build. All right, let's go ahead and see what else we're missing. This should be nearly done now, right? Agromancy. Dark thistle is the new... Oh, interesting. Per dark thistle plant that exists. Wonder if all of these have a bonus. Yeah, Mage Bloom gives times 1.01 magic resource quality. So you could just like have a bunch of them sitting there. All right, well, I don't know if we need to buff this with anything. Gathering 327 million. We can probably do this at a higher level. 29 billion per second. Okay, let's just do a gather. Okay, we get Dark Thistle Druid. We have Learn Tempered. Nice. Dark Thistle Artificer. Sure. Okay, so we should have new stuff in Artificer and Druidry. Here we go. Mechanical Lubricant. Oh, generator speed. Yeah, that's huge for verdant energy, space income. Yeah, okay. Tinkering, tempered resources gain and base tempered resource rate. Tempered resource, the only tempered I have is this. But yeah, tempered resources gained. Okay. Let's get a max discount on this. And I guess we'll do this one too. Okay, and then for druidry, we've got forage, which is... Okay, that's natural resource quality. What is this? Natural blooming. Forage is plot yield and plot cost. Interesting. Let's do natural resource quality. I should have done this first, probably. And then we'll finish off with one of these. Okay, and let me just really quickly do some infused mana. Let's get some resilience in here. Some wizard's aura. Wow, look at this. The passive income on these is just insane now. Okay, so learn tempered. Learn the alchemic glyph for handling highly developed material. 661 billion dark thistle. That's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot more than... Imbue occultic, imbue amber. Okay, so we still... Oh, right, ironwood. That's the big other thing, so... Hey, Mug. Oh, good. Glad to hear you made it back. Let's see here. Yeah, 5 minutes left on the ironwood. Alright, let's, what does this give me? 468 trillion per second for 1 second. That barely does anything now. Might as well just leave that as is. Let's make another, I think I'm gonna make 1, 2. Probably build another ironwood tree after this. Yeah. So just leave it at 2. What is this costing me? That's fine. Yeah, nothing, basically. Maybe I should be leveling this up a bit. Energize. Man, I need more plots or something. This is plant growth speed. Yeah, I think we decided to keep that. Okay, what does chopping these give me? 443 trillion per second for 1 second. Yeah, it seems like our income is finally catching up to what these can produce. So maybe turn this into another tree. And just turn this into a tree. Okay, and just leave it at that for now. Yeah, and we can get even better wood income with this. This is really cheap right now. Where does the income from this come from? It's like in workshop. Workshop force totem? Yeah. Oh, this is expensive. Okay. Apparently we can't actually manage that high of a druidry level. Okay, druidry level 18, we'll have to do it. Let's see, billion per second. Okay. Alright, so I basically have the scrolls for this. So the question is, how do I get my resource levels out of control? And I think the answer is we don't actually have to make a conscious attempt. All we have to do is do the same thing we've been doing this whole time, which is just buy a bunch of cheap levels of everything, get everything way leveled up. And it just kind of takes care of itself. Which is pretty funny, but that's the way it works. Okay, let's go dimensional. I want a bunch of this. I definitely want spirality for the base income. Let's just spend all of my wisdom on resilience, I think, for the mana income. Oh, that didn't give me much. Let's do some of these other ones. Wizard's Aura. Yeah, this is cheap. I think we got basically everything from this tab. Okay, so that's... there's a lot of wizardry stuff still, like, let's do a little bit of spark income. Yeah, all this stuff down here. Definitely some elemental shaper. Let's get some magic resource quality. Looks like control capacity is way under. We'll just get these for the cheap levels. We don't have any amber income anymore. Hey Ed, welcome in. It's going well. I guess we can boost harvest power here. No reason not to, I guess. Even though we're not really relying on it for wood income anymore. So this we still need quite a bit of income on. That's kind of maxed out. I think we should probably do... What was the one I just unlocked? The speed? It's generator speed. Didn't I unlock a new spell that does generator power? Loadout. Just do generator. Maybe this one? Manufacturing power stats. Thunderclap. Yeah, so it's probably this one. Yeah, generator power. 96-second cooldown. What if I just cast this? What does it do? Yeah, it brings us up to a quadrillion per second. Gives me some good space income. You already got to final ritual. Need basically billions of tons of resources. Yeah. Do I have treasure trees? No, I went 0 druidry on this run, so I don't have space. I'm mainly just kind of powering through the, I'm just leveling up, trying to kind of power through the tech tree. Right now I need to get my income way up so I can get 660 billion dark thistle. One thing I could do, let's look at natural resource quality. So I've got all quality from, wait. Now here we go, resource quality, all comes from weak and improved materials, okay. And then if we go back to natural quality in particular comes from abundance, which is... Oh, unfortunately that's also dark thistle. So I guess I just need to massively increase the yield of those things, but look at all this stuff I'm capped on. Let's go deal with that first. Control we're capped on. I already maxed that out. Hydro Aura, sure. Mental essence resource, so dimensional, this gives essence cap. And mental would be, yeah, memory here, okay. We can increase these caps enough, I think, to make a big difference. Already finished one run? No, I'm still on my first run. I'm only, what do we say, 16 hours in? So probably 16 and a half hours in now. I was just saying at the start, the consensus seems to be that it takes like 20 to 30 hours, depending on how fast you are to get through the game. Billion. Oh man, I should be doing this. I can afford tons of levels of this. Why are we losing paper per second? What in the world could that be for? Okay, we're coming back to this in a minute. I just want to buy some cheap stuff. Elemental Shaper... Infuse Arcanum, probably. Some levels of Echo Mage, why not? Okay, let me see what's draining paper. An improved crafting research. Oh. Well, we can very easily get that paper we need by doing a quick craft of just a few hundred quadrillion paper. Yeah, Ed, and in particular with the build I'm going heavy into auras and generators. So it's definitely the case for me that as I level up, my passive income is mostly dealing with that stuff. Let's actually cast stuff at max level for a bit. I'll have to make one exception when we get to Thaumic or Alchemic Scrolls, but... Or maybe I just skip those spells entirely. It's not like it makes that big of a difference. Okay, what are we looking at here? I've got a couple of these ready to go. Let's do one. And then let's get some upgrades. I'm gonna keep leveling this up. Although, I don't know, this is really expensive right now. I need passive income for Mage Bloom, clearly. Yeah, we can't afford that either. Alright, maybe Mage Bloom is just not the place to be right now. I'm gonna afford quite a few of this. Gathering Power? Yeah, that's really good. Okay. Can already get that. Let's do some efficiency, some power. Might have to go back to alchemy and get some more occult essence. Yeah. These are really cheap. Herb size? Yeah. Base natural resource rate. Oh. Yeah, why don't I have a ton in this? Let's see, for Octillion, we're still quite a ways off from that. Let's look at my concept loadout. We got this up to 780. And what is this one? Study World? It could be higher, but let's switch out for some lower grade stuff. Analyze Mental, that's way underleveled. And Study Magic, maybe? Or Analyze Elemental, probably Study Magic. So these cost Thaumaturgy and Knowledge. So I can just keep leveling these up until I start to see... Okay, this one's actually starting to take a hit. Knowledge is still comfortable. Okay, so that's actually too much. And Mental... We can still level up a bit. That's actually too much on the thigh. That's funny. Alright, we'll leave them at those levels for a bit. Now we're gonna have a ton of cheap levels to buy and stuff. Let's get Wizard's Aura. Yeah, look at how cheap Attunement is now. Some of this, some infusions. Yeah, look at these costs. So low. Okay, I think it's time to build some more paper. So let's see, if we go harvest wood, what do we get now? Oh, I wanted to turn one of these into an ironwood. This is going to cost 479 million. Ooh, yeah, we do need a lot of this. Oh, that's frustrating. What if I just harvest the existing one? What is that going to do? Chop it down for skill per second. 1 second. Yeah, 1 second. Okay, so we're gonna get 662 billion. A little bit more, I guess. I probably could have realized. Oh, it's hexed anyway. Ironwood Druidry. Let's see. Laboratory equipment, 24 million. Yep, that's easy. Refined construction. That's easy. Okay, so we should have new. Yeah, we have a new fortified here. Amplifier and printing station. Buy a ton of that. Go to workshop. Amplifier, yeah. Generator power. That's gonna be nice. 76 levels. Casual 76 levels. Okay, printing station. Generates base paper per second. I don't know that this really matters. We can get it for the... Obviously just to have the levels of it. I don't know, maybe it'll end up producing more than I can craft. It's actually looking like... Yeah, because we're getting all the generator power too. This is more than I've been able to craft up to this point. It still has 30 more levels to add to it. Yeah, that's actually kind of insane. In fact, we can start tacking on a significant amount of books because of this. There's another one that costs paper. Efficient collection right here. This gives base parchment rate. So that's going to increase this even more. Building and parchment rate. Yeah, that's insane. Really, really good. Okay, sigil crafting requires... Oh, we're basically here. Let me just go to my alchemy. We'll finally switch out of this. Probably should have done this a long time ago. Go to this loadout. This one produces plenty of this. And we're only spending a little of this. Let's go up 1 level on alchemy. Oh wait, is this one even producing? Yeah, this one's producing amber. There's sigil crafting. I think we're missing something else, right? What was the other thing we unlocked? Was something in maybe druidry? Yeah, wellspring and fluorescence. This is spring yield and blooming resources gained, base blooming resource rate. Well, unfortunately, we don't have a base rate for these, but gained would be nice for when we harvest them. Yeah, that's gonna help me get a lot more dark thistle when the time comes. Casual 84 levels of that. Wait, look at my look at my burden energy all of a sudden. Let's do the cap. And more gained. And more life weaver. And more fertilizer now that no, I'm not earning that anymore. More fluorescence. Okay, what else was new? The amplifier and the printing station. Okay, so we pretty much... Well, we could get a little more generator power if we... Or no, that's casting trillions. Never mind. This one we can get more printing station. Why not? Get even more paper. Get more scholars books and more magic books. So now that I have an insane amount of paper, we can skip that crafting step, which means we don't need... We can just forget about... we can forget about that loadout. We just jump straight to this and craft the Thaumic scrolls, and it's going to be a ridiculous amount of them, right? Yeah, it should be insane, the amount we can get. Yeah, look at that. I'm gonna hit the sextillions, maybe. Oh, look at how slow this is now. Let's just get some quick crafting speed, even though I'm paying max for it. Look at this. Craftsmanship costs 701 quadrillion. I can get so much more crafting power. This is only a fraction of my power. Wait, this is ridiculous. Let's also do, well, we'll do this first. And get some more skill income. Need more mental essence storage. Okay, we've done as much as we can do here. Let's go into dimensional. This is essence. This should be mental. Let's get this too while I'm at it. Attainment for more caps. I need more income here. My base income is falling behind. I think another stat we have for that is under... Ooh, we have a new alchemize. We have auto alchemy here. Okay, that requires a lot more of that essence. I think I'll do 1. Okay. And while I'm here, let's just get some cheap grades. Ability? Essence resources gained. Oh yeah, we can afford tons of this. Perfect. Okay. What did I get? Spark potion, transmute 4 spark, and enchant hexed. Okay, I like enchant text, although it requires a ton of space. I don't have the space for it. This one's nice and cheap, but I don't care about spark potions. Actually, spark missing rate is kind of cool. I think I'm gonna get this just in case. Oh, that's not even a hexed resource. You know what? I'll deal with this later. I'm not gonna unlock any new ones for right now anyway. So I'll just look at it later. This is where all my income's gonna come from right here. Reserve level. Output level won't hurt much either. Okay, what did I decide I was missing? Imbue organic, magic, imbue amber, cultic. I've got 2 dark thistles ready to harvest. Only 262 million per second. Oh, for 23 seconds. That's a little better. Okay, I think we're close enough to this. So we do one of these. I use the income, right? Because this costs multiple billions. Yeah, 654 billion. But I can use this insane income to it's under Artificer, I think. Tinkering is tempered resources. Generator, no, it's not here. Druidry. Abundance is natural resource quality. This is plot yield. Alright, so we get this first. Unfortunately, it looks like we need to switch back for a second. Alchemy. You know what, let's just pick one of these. Definitely not. I'll probably never have the stuff for this. Alright, Spark Potion it is. Gives me a source of spark missing rate for the future. Alright, I'm not going to bother with any more of those. Let's switch this back to this one, just so I can get some organic essence. And then it was World, Druidry, Abundance for natural resource quality. Yeah, perfect. I'm gonna buy a bunch of this. We're gonna buy a bunch of plot yield. Natural resources gained up here. And I still have Dark Thistle left in large quantities for this. I guess I'm out of the other resource. Alright, and what else could we buy? Mechanical lubricant is generator speed. Tinkering is tempered resources gained. And base bait. Yeah, I think we can get these just for the sake of it. Still a long way off from the billions of Dark Thistle I need. A little bit concerning. Got it down to 589 billion. All right, let's switch back. So we're producing amber and cultic essence. Let's go gained, blooming, fluorescence. Okay, this will be the trick right here. I need to get a lot more fluorescence. And then gained natural. Okay, Druidic Attunement and Fluorescence. This is pretty much maxed out. Fluorescence is probably in... Is it in Artificer? Fluorescence... Alchemist? Shouldn't be in here. It's an Ironwood upgrade. Where would Ironwood upgrade be? Here we go. Fluorescence. So we want an absolute ton of this, which means... Oh shoot, we do need more organic essence. Alright, back to the other page, I guess. And I wish I could just unlock the generators for these things. I don't like having to micromanage the alchemy. Let's level that up again. Is this even costing me anything? Wood? How much wood am I spending? Yeah, I can generate a lot more. This isn't even registering. Okay, now we're losing water. Okay, still, that's like 2 trillion of this. All right, let's just leave it at alchemy level 17. That's good enough. Once again, we're capped out on everything. Wow, look, Spark is even capped. It's funny. I guess we can fix that with a quick Storm Reserves. Okay, we were gonna do some more in Dimensional. What do I even spend all this control on? I don't really have much water for spending it on this. I guess we can get some more of these. Think you're doing something wrong? People say 20 hours is enough to complete it. You're already playing 42 hours. Well, wait a minute. Didn't you already reset? Like, didn't you already get through the first run? I thought you said you did. Oh, you got to the final ritual, but you haven't finished. Okay, I see what you mean. Did you play any of the previous versions, or did you only play when the game just came out? Okay, hang on a second. How do I deal with this control issue? I don't think there's any good way to do it. Like, everything costs too much. So I'm curious. If we go here and we say peel bark. Yeah, this is never going to work. So let's just convert these to... What does this cost? 30 million. Yeah, let's just convert these to ironwood. What does this do? Quadrillion wood. Yeah, so these just don't matter anymore, which I'm so happy about. We could make another water spring. That's actually not a bad idea. Yeah, let's make one more water spring. Shape land. And let's chop these eventually. Right, I wanted all that amber for something. What was the amber supposed to be spent on? Not that. Okay. We have 14 orb advancements to spend. I guess it's time to look at this stuff again. Any interesting innovations to get? Those I'll know about. Artifact gloves, greater rest, casting, reflective stagnation. Nope, don't care about that. Parallel mines? No. Greater laboratory? No. Yeah, all this mine stuff has to be really good for me to be willing to buy it. Weave mastery. Parallel crafting. No, I don't care about parallel crafting. Parallel agromancy, we already got high enough. Greater metabolism. Nope. Dual wield conductors. I think I might need to go into artifacts just to spend my all my points. I've got 15 of these to spend. Wait, can I get another spell slot? Surely not. Wait, does this go up to 8? Can you get up to 8 spell slots? It looks like there's room. Wait, there's room for... There's like another 2 here and 2 here. Can you get 10 spell slots? That would be nuts. I didn't even think about that as being an option. I think it might be artifacts. Well, you have to like unlock certain things. Like if you buy certain technologies and certain like innovations, it nests into other things. Overcharged technology. That's generator levels. Oh, don't we have a generator upgrade here? Costs mental, of course it does. Alright, let's get improved learning. We know that's good. I just don't think I can justify spending mental on just improving my generators. Charms for spell capacity. Okay, I think we take expansion to 15 so we can level up some of these. Yeah, expansion 15 gives me a few of these leveled up. Okay, so expansion. Wait, isn't there an option to research queue? Yes. Expansion 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that takes that up to 15. Improved learning. Should I just do another one of these? It's gonna spend all my mental. I want that mental for other stuff. Now we definitely do improved materials next. And then we go to materials in alchemy. We can actually do another level of parchment. And we can apply a free level. Wait, I don't have a free level? I will as soon as this finishes researching. Right? Oh, it's going to take some time. Okay. Let's take Expert Artificer to 9 or 10, whatever's required for the additional attunement. I don't know, maybe this is silly, but... spend some of my green points. I might actually... yeah, I might actually convert green, now that I think about it. I have more green than magic. Let's do at least the first level of it and see what it does. I can't believe I'm doing this. Usually I always just spend the magic ones, but... we'll see how these scale. So... it looks like it just spends 4 again to give me another 3 in 1. I would have expected it to cost more or something. But that's good to know that you can just convert them like that. Okay, hey, look at this. I actually have the capacity now, I think, for the next concept. Almost. Very close. Too bad you cannot convert them back. Yeah, honestly, I went wild on the parchment resource, specifically because I'm spending so many cognitive advancements that getting the free levels is just really attractive to me. But also, you know, book cost scaling is really nice. Making my books nice and cheap. The books are pretty powerful. You can see my book levels are pretty high up there. 200 for each of these. 132, 175, 140s for these. Much higher levels than a lot of other things. Okay, that's not ready yet. I think we decided... what is this doing? It's paused. Isn't it? Imbue. Ironwood. Oh, we don't have enough, we don't have enough of this. Occult essence. Alright, alchemy. Back to the other page. Back to this one. Oh no, we're out of Mage Bloom. Okay, let's take this down to like level... oh yeah, I see. Okay, so we can only afford to run this at like level 1. Let's delete and save that. And it's still too much. Yeah, it needs to be like right there. Now let's go to Agromancy, find our Mage Bloom. Okay, let's pick this. Oh wait, let's do let's get some of these too while we're at it. There should be one in here. Magic Botany. Okay, so that's fine. Does this game have an end? Well, it has a prestige point, right? Like you go to a certain point, you've unlocked everything, you can finish it, and then there is a whole prestige system, like a new game plus thing where you can unlock powerful upgrades and do a new run with extra challenges and all sorts of stuff. Yeah, it's surprisingly long in terms of just like the amount of content just to get one full run completed. It takes a surprising amount of time. Harvest Agromancy Power. I mean... I feel like I should just be buying everything. Paper mill. I really need to do another craft of Thaumic Scrolls and Alchemic Scrolls. I feel like I'm pretty far behind on that. Need to do that Ironwood harvest. Look at this, I'm already producing sextillion paper per second. My books are a lot cheaper now because of those material upgrades I did, so now we can just go through and buy a bunch of these. Yeah, these are like free right now. Mental resource quality will be really nice. I didn't really finish researching, did I? We got a lot of that left to do. Efficient collection for even more building and parchment resource income. Yep, I will take that. Other 30-something levels. Okay, so I was kind of in the middle of something, I think. Yeah, I was doing a bunch of stuff here. The occult essence was holding me back on something. I guess it was building one of these trees or something. Okay, do I want to build another water spring? I think I do. That seems to be relatively straightforward. Could also, I think we'll just save this to harvest whenever we need it. Okay, so ironwood. I can chop one of these for a lot. Okay, so this is where I should actually do the wood axe first. And let's just get some additional levels of... Oh, I guess none of these really matter right now. What does this do? Sure. Natural resource quality. Okay, let's go for... I want to harvest this ironwood tree. We'll use this to get a bunch of additional building resources. Before I do that, let's go casting. Let's raise output level a couple of times. Let's go spellbook. Level all spells. Wait, get rid of this so I have everything. Okay, level all spells was done. Agromancy, cast this, and chop down the ironwood tree. Okay, nice. Now, do I have anything to craft? Oh my goodness, I forgot about the sigils. I've had this unlocked this whole time. What type of resource is this? It's probably a building resource, right? Or magic? I feel like it has to be magic. Let's just make one. See what it is. It is a tempered hexed resource. Okay. So we have something for tempered. Tinkering. Okay, we're not going to do any more with that. Hexed. Hexed, hexed, hexed. think we want wizardry, witchcraft. Okay, you know, that's already pretty high. Okay, I think we're ready to go then. Wait a minute, we can already do sigil casting. We're gonna get dense concepts very soon. Couple of things here. Right, we're still behind on learn tempered. Okay, what did we say this was? Tempered hexed. Alright, I don't think I have anything obvious for that. Let's just craft a ton of them. 69.6 million. Dimensional crafting, runic. Dense concepts. Okay, we unlocked something new down here somewhere. Be sure. Concentration is spell cost, spell drain cost, cantrip, base cantrip spell power. So that stacks with this. Dark Infusion is infusion power. Okay, so I want to level up Dark Infusion. Let's take a look at some of these other things I've opened up. Scholar, we've got concept time required and optimization, concept drain, and base reflective power. Oh man, okay. Okay, and then Wizardry wanted to go Dark Infusion. We'll get some concentration just for the levels, I guess. I actually need more space in my queue. How funny is that? And then there was more, right? There was definitely more to do. Workshop artifacts. Okay, we can get a... This is like a required artifact. Oh, a rune. Dimensional rune. Okay. Confirm that. Get some more artifacts. I have a lot of slots, right? So we might as well go all in on it. Atomic rune. Amulet of agility, no. Ambiator. Aura and generator power. Yeah, this is like a no-brainer. Only requires 3 more levels in Artificer and Wizardry. Yeah, this is just a really good general purpose thing for my build. Psychic Banjo. This is my favorite artifact. Finally, we have Psychic Banjo. Okay, so I need 4 more levels of... Wow, I need a lot of levels to be able to use this. But the concept speed and the concept drain and putting like multiple levels of this in your artifact setup is just really good for concepts. Okay, so we definitely take Psychic Banjo. Okay, so I'm actually going to invest in artifacts now. Like fully into artifacts now that we have good stuff. Storm Shaper's rune. Amulet of agility. Atomic rune. None of these really matter. I think, total agility effect. This is just casting speed and speed. I think this, or much later on. Okay. Let's take a look. We need a lot more space. I need 4 levels of Scholar and 9 levels of Artificer to use this effectively. Which I think we're going to want to do. 9 and 4, that's 13. I already have 10. I could convert some magic points. All right, what was it? 19. All right, let's just take Artificer up to 19 right away. Oh, is it an either or situation? I definitely should check that. Because if it's an either or, then we just do the scholar levels and we're done. I don't know why I always forget to look at that when I'm looking at the requirements. Oh, it's got to be both. Okay. Okay, Artificer 19, Research, Expert, Artificer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. And then let's look at technology here. So some of these are... I think we just take improved learning. Yeah, all attribute cost scaling. We just take that pretty much automatically. Improved special. We have the levels of expansion for this. We just take that automatically. Improved durations, we take. Okay. And then we want a bunch of artifact upgrades and artifact capacity. So we're going to go for at least one of these. And I think, as crazy as this sounds, I might do another ability advancement conversion. Where do I get these? Shaper, Scholar, Construction, Shaper. We probably have a ton of levels to get. Let's do some upgrading in here. Max stacks are 17 now. Alright, let's go Scholar. I want to get more income on my Psi. Because I got more capacity than I know what to do with, but I need the income now. More improved artifacts? Why not? Okay, I've got 2 water springs going. Dark thistle. Are there actually 2 of these ready right now? Looks like there are. So what are we looking at? 4.63 per second. We're still a little bit off, aren't we? What do we need? We need 529 billion. Alright, give me just a second then before I upgrade those. Let's take a look at Obviously, I've got all the paper I could want. Yeah. Let's do a big crafting of thaumic scrolls. That's a lot of thaumic scrolls. Oh my goodness, look at this. We're actually running short on thaumaturgy for once. We've actually got more scrolls than... This is ridiculous. Okay, let's turn this off. Let's go here. Okay, so we're gonna do Wizard's Aura. We're gonna do some of these. Let's go workshop and get Autumn Magic Tome for the aura power. And just gonna quickly craft without thinking about it too much some wooden supports. Yep, get a bunch of quintillions of those going. And then we're going to want to upgrade magic notes and everything else in here a whole bunch. Okay, cancel that, go here. Okay, I admit I wasn't very happy with my build a few hours ago, but I'm starting to be pretty happy with my build. I think my build is doing quite well. And it's nice that I don't have to constantly swap around my spells. Look at these costs. Ridiculous. Ridiculously low, that is. And just get more and more and more paper here. Actually mana that's holding me back from buying a lot of Wizard's Aura. So that's going to be resilience for income, infuse mana for income, elemental shaper for more mana income. What else? Vex mana income. Magic books I already bought. Alright, we can now get the 4 levels of Expert Scholar. I can get several more levels of Reserve. Okay, we're still hurting on actually generating all this thaumaturgy. The funny thing about this is every time I buy this, it's like a multiplicative 33% boost to my resources that are coming in. My base resources. What do we even spend these on? We'll definitely, books, right? These two. Mental resource quality is a big deal. I'm actually running up against caps here. Let me see if I can do something against, do something about that. Can't actually buy enough resources with one control click. Buy enough attributes. That is, it's gonna be technology, something involving mind. This one? Yeah. So the problem with this is, oh, I just got scholar high enough. Okay, so I just need more. I need one more of each of these and we'll be ready. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, 524 billion. Let's take a look at agromancy now. I've got 3 dark thistles ready. I think I could afford to do 1. This is going to give me quite a bit. Let's go up a couple levels. 4 seconds, 23.4. Okay, so we do 1. And then I'm going to... dimensional cores. Didn't even do dimensional cores. Unlocked that a while ago too. So focused on like powering up and getting my other stuff ready. All right, we'll come back and do dimensional cores in a second. I got 100 billion. Let's go workshop. Okay, so it's druidry, I think. Abundance is natural resource quality. Okay. And then, yeah, more plot yield would be good. And then we have tinkering for tempered resources gained. That's really good. And generator speed is obviously really good. Okay, so this is down to 479 billion. I think we need to do one more round of stuff. Okay, so what's the holdup on getting dimensional cores? Occult essence, which we're actually producing. Hey Rob, thanks for stopping in. Yeah, this is a great game. Really enjoy this. Oh yeah, there's people who are like, well, I think the people who played in the test have a big advantage because they knew everything. And there's like a way to transfer your save over if you're technically inclined. But yeah, there's people who are multiple runs in. I'm still on my first run. I think we're about, we can check actually. 17 hours. Not too bad. I'm at the stage of the game now where it's just like, I can do almost anything I want. I just have to, it's like, it's almost like a game of how fast can I click stuff. And then I just gotta wait for certain, certain things like the druidry stuff. The agromancy is really slow. Okay, so I gotta figure out how to generate a ton more occult essence quickly. So let's take a look at alchemy. Why am I not doing multiple of these? Cult. Yeah, I should be doing all those, I think. Okay, so that's like 1 billion per second. We're spending Mage Bloom at a pretty slow rate. I think we can handle 1 million per second. Okay, and then this is a refinement alchemy. So if we go to Artificer, oops, refinement drain, we can lower the drain a bunch here. And then what about base refinement drain? Sure. Okay, so that's making that even less bad. We're producing 3 billion per second now. Now, there should be a refinement power somewhere as well. That's transmute power. Maybe it's under workshop again. Refinement ship. Okay, so unfortunately... Alright, so let's switch to a different tack. Let's do, yeah, auto alchemy. This is base essence resource rate. This is essence resources gained. So both of these have a big effect as well on the income. It's 5 per second. This is also a hexed resource, so we could do magic, wizardry, witchcraft. For hexed resources gained. Think about this for a second. I don't have that much mage bloom to put into this. But we can harvest one. Oh yeah, we've actually got a couple of these going. So let's do this one, and then now we can afford probably quite a bit of this, right? Obviously should do this too for the cost reduction. What else costs mage bloom? Actually, I'm not sure. Nothing in workshop. We can up this drain a bunch now too. Okay, that's probably how we do this. Get it up to like 1 billion per second now. There we go. Now we're just producing tons of this. All right, let's take it down a little bit so it's not quite so insane. Now what did I need it for? That's the next question. I needed like, oh right, the crafting. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna craft one of these, and then let's see. That was 24.8 thousand. This is a tempered spatial resource. Okay, let's take a look. Core shaping, imbue dimensional. Is amber in this version? Yeah, I've got amber. Hated how hard it was to get. I don't recall it being particularly hard. I think I might have powered up beyond it at some point, and then when I unlocked it, it was relatively easy to produce because I was overpowered by that point. Core shaping 2. Okay, now we're talking. Oh my goodness. We're gonna be in pretty good shape here. So this is innate power. That's a lot of the resource capacity things. I think we go straight for aura. Reserves power is another type of capacity. Wait, why does this require improved casting level 4? Such a weird requirement. Wait, we have 1.71 million die. I didn't even notice when we went past the requirement for the next concept. Okay. Analyze liquid is reductive. Liquid attribute cost. I don't want that one. Infusion cost. I don't want that one. This is reductive. And this is reducing the attribute cost for hexed. Unfortunately, hexed right now is only... Oh, it's actually a few things. Oh, ironwood is hexed. Okay, so sigil, ironwood, mage bloom, and occult essence. And we're very close to getting... I could just take expert scholar to level 25 right now to get this effectively. All right, let me just make sure, because this is infusion cost. That's only 3 things. This is liquid attribute cost, which is... Okay, so that would affect a fair amount of things, right? Because liquid is water. Actually, is it a lot of things? Liquid. Right now it might just be water. Okay, so for right now, this is the best one to do. Analyze hexed. Yep. We're already just 1 order of magnitude away from this. That's nice. Now, what was the requirement for that one? Yeah, we might as well get 3 levels of expert scholar. Am I going to do this? Am I going to spend another 4 of these to get more orb advancements? It feels so wrong to do. But yeah, I'm just not using this as much for some reason in this run. Okay. Let's go ahead and do scholar. And we have enough to do another technology. We're going to do improved study for concept, attributes, attribute speed. Yeah, all of that. But you know what we could do? Parallel mines, maybe 1 more level. That'd be another way to get more attributes going on down here. Where was that one? Here it is. Requires 2 mental though. Does give another times 0.4 concept drain. And another concept slot. Not as important now that I'm going to be power leveling them with the artifacts, but still something to think about. Alright, this is a tempered spatial resource. You know what? Let's just do a max craft on this. Okay, so we got 1.4 million. Imbue dimensional effect levels. Not yet. Oh hey, gather space 3. All right, so we're in the final stretch for the next world aspect, which is rituals, I guess. Hey Xylok. Or did I already say hi to you? I think I read your message and didn't realize who sent it. Graveyard Keeper. I'm not familiar with that one. Okay, let's get some more auras going. And let's get some more innate. And reserves. And what is spatial oh yeah, spatial quality. We should do that as well. Should have done that first, but what can you do? Wasn't paying attention. That requires level 24 expert expansion. Okay. While we're here, get a bunch more of this stuff too. Any new technologies to get? Maybe another improved artifacts. Why not? Go for it. Let's go ahead and set up this artifact thing. It's been long enough, I think. Let's just clear this nonsense out. Okay, so we should be ready to use this Psychic Banjo. This is a Cerebral Tool artifact. Okay, so if I look at my upgrades here, Cerebral gives Scholar effect levels. Tool gives Artificer effect levels. Okay, this also gives artifact power in general. This gives... Oh wait, this is weird. So this gives plus 5% cerebral artifact power. Wait, what? Where was the thing that was like times 1.02 artifact power? Wait, what? Okay. So, what am I missing? Times 1.02. What is this coming from? Okay, let's just upgrade tool once. Oh, I see. Okay, so the 2% is based from something else, and it's giving me a bonus. So really the question is, do I want my tool artifacts or my cerebral? I think I want to put them in cerebral, because I might equip multiple cerebral artifacts more frequently than equipping multiple tool artifacts. Yeah, so I'm going to put all my free levels in cerebral. Okay. Take a look at the loadout. So how many of these can I fit in? And it's plus 25% per level, so yeah, nice. Let's just put a bunch of that in. So that's already my max. And then spell special, spell cost, aura power. Yeah, I don't really know. Obviously, we need to upgrade everything a bunch more to get much out of this. Let's get another artifact or two. See if we can get another cerebral one for concepts. So I don't care about brewing. Don't really care about this. I might, just because it's all resource quality, this might be something I swap to. Like if I can't afford an upgrade, I could just switch to a loadout with this on it and get a whole bunch of resource quality. Yeah, we'll take it. Okay, unfortunately can't afford the next one. Let's just throw like a dimensional rune in there, just for the heck of it. Okay, scholar concepts. Study magic. Okay, let's just get rid of these. I'm going to put Analyze Elemental and Restorative Learning in. I'm just going to level these up for a bit. Okay, so Analyze Elemental is starting to cost too much. Restorative Learning, this is costing not even close to what it could be. But I still think we can probably come back to these at this point. Yeah, it's probably good enough. Okay. Carrying on. Analyze Hexed and Analyze Mental. Now Hexed, I gotta be careful. This is spending... Okay, I just don't want to spend too many of my sigils. Seems to be okay for now. Crank Analyze Mental up. Okay, so that's good enough for that. Keep going on Analyze Mental. I think we'll just cancel this one once it starts to spend too much. Okay, let's do Nature with this one for a bit. I need more experience. Like, I can't get these high enough level to actually drain. Like, they just don't drain. I think we come back and do another round of this after a bit. Oh, we ran out of wood. Okay, never mind. So that one's done. So let's do Study Body. Once I level up the like experience and everything for these, I can come back and do this again. In fact, maybe I just go do that now. We can just buy, yeah, 100 levels of retention, several levels of compartmentalization. Yeah, wait a minute. Maybe while I'm doing concepts, I just run through here and like buy everything. Because everything should be way cheaper now, right? Or let's just keep it compartmentalized, because I'm not gonna know which things are cheaper until I've done all of them. Okay, that one's done. Okay, so these are done. Study Body, Analyze Nature. Okay, so let's do Books and Magic. This is actually costing something now. Okay, so we'll leave books on that. Magic is still... Okay, magic is now costing something too. Perfect. So we'll cancel these in a minute. Alright, Study Mind, Study Transformation. This is costing knowledge. That's almost maxed. This we can level up quite a bit. Okay, that's about as far as I want to take mind. Okay, that one is instantly done. I guess we could lower this just to get a few more levels, probably. Yeah, it's done. Okay. And then Study World is the last one. Okay, good enough for now. So that should make everything cheaper. Now we can go through and just buy everything. Okay, I think I'm convinced to buy... Ooh, we could get bulk development too. That only costs 1. Although I really just need to increase the maximum amount I can do. Wait, so it's 106 total, isn't it? So maybe this doesn't do much for it. Maybe what I really need is the thing that adds the actual amount to the queue. Because I can't do 106 in this slot and 106 in that slot, right? There's an easy way to test this. Find 2 things that are really cheap. This costs... Well, it would have to be, like, really, really cheap. So let's go to something that I just unlocked. Maybe... Shoot. How do I do this? Okay, something that should be really cheap now is the books, because I did a ton of book research. Okay, I'm not actually sure how to find something that I can easily fit 100 of. 100 is a lot. Need to look for something that's really, really neglected. Like, we're talking like 10 orders of magnitude neglected. Quintillions and quadrillions. Alright, so let's try this and maybe that. That's 50. That's... Yeah, it looks like it went only to 106 total. Yeah, it's not going up above that. Okay, this is getting a little ridiculous. I love how control is the only thing that's even remotely close to cap. Why are these so slow to level up? Workshop stuff is so slow to build. It's ridiculous. I guess at least I can't afford that many of these. Not without building more resources. Alright, I already did Artificer. Okay, last thing is Alchemist here. Alright, Mage Bloom is at 0. What's draining 3 billion? Oh, right. Yeah, that's fine. It's just, I accidentally spent all of it and then it got drained. So we gotta go to Agromancy and harvest one of these and we'll be fine. Yeah, we got trillions of it. Okay, now. After all that, we have 8 more of these, 13, 4, 8. Okay, so, definitely improved learning for the all attribute cost scaling. We've got 2 more. I could get bulk development or parallel mines. Oh, Attunement Mastery is a... Yeah, that's a clear grab. It gives +4 artifact capacity and the extra slot. Alright, let me do a quick craft of Thaumic Scrolls while I'm thinking about it. Gotta remember that reserve level is one of my main sources of income due to the boost to base income, base passive income, whatever it's called. All right, we're looking at 350 billion from this. That's getting up there. The next one is going to be there in 2 minutes. Okay, let's just go ahead and do it then. Let's take this to max, do another couple of levels. Does that do any better? Yeah, 380 billion. 1 second. Sure. Let's just harvest that. Oh wait, can I do better with this? What is Dark Thistle? It's a natural blooming. No, I can't really do much. Okay, we'll just do a couple of these. Then we'll have a... Oh no, we didn't quite get it. Why not? Well, here's where I could use that quality trick. Alright, let's try it. Workshop, Artificer, Artifacts. Alright, let's do, what does this do? Yeah. Let's save this here. Get rid of these. What was that thing called? It was a... Yeah, a rock necklace. All resource quality. So this is Amulet and Wild. Let's go upgrade. Let's upgrade Wild once or twice. And Amulet once or twice. I think Amulet we're more likely to use. Let's put like 2 upgrades into that. It gives aura effect levels. Yeah, let's go and put another upgrade. And then Wild. I'm not as excited about. Where is Wild? Here it is. That gives druidry effect levels. Let's just do 1 upgrade of Wild. Okay, so that gives times 1.2 all resource quality. And now look, magically we can afford this. Alright, before I forget, let's go, because that's reducing my income. Now that I use that trick to be able to afford that, let's go back to artifacts. We can save this here. Okay, go back to that. Perfect. All right. Now, what did that give me? Does anybody even remember? It was something involving maybe one of these. Hey, extract dark thistle. You get tempered capacity. Sure. Refine, tempered, produce tempered essence. Nice. Okay, let's get rid of all this for a second. I'm gonna lower this a bunch because I don't want to get rid of all my dark thistle by accident. Extract dark thistle. Minus 13 per second. Okay. Let's do... Maybe it doesn't cost anything unless I'm actually using the resource. So, tempered capacity. We want to produce tempered essence is going to be somewhere. Refined, tempered. We need... Looks like one more of these, I think, to get... Yeah. Refined, tempered... Learn how to harness refined essence in the development of alchemical attributes. We've got Discover Elementia. We're a little bit away from that. Book of Hexes. Wow. Upgrades Magic Book to boosting passive hexed generation. That's going to be interesting. Passive hexed. Do we have any passive generation of hexed resources? Perhaps not yet. That's hexed, that's hexed. Okay, imbue tempered, sure. Oh, that's just gonna keep going up. Yeah, we don't want to keep buying that. Artificer... Where was the tempered thing? Alchemy? Yeah, here we go. So we got... Base, Cult Essence, and Mage Bloom per second. Finally. Alright. And this is tempered resource quality. Okay, so let's do this. Gonna buy a ton of that first. And then we're gonna buy a ton of growth. Well, my stacks are only up to 14 now. I guess because... Wait, did I actually switch off of that? Workshop... Artifacts. Oh, I see. I switched back to this setup. Okay. I'm fine with the max stacks being 14 for now. We can switch it back later. If I want to set up the deep discounts. Okay, occultic growth. Oh, this is going to be so nice, because now we can just buy tons of this. I need passive income for organic essence. Where do I get that? Grow alchemical herbs unlocks Dreamberry. Imbue dimensional, no. Gather space 3. How would I get... Maybe discovering Elementia would do it. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's an easy way to get this income yet, unfortunately. Although now that we have this... Maybe we can set up a page that generates both tempered and organic essence. We have extra slots, right? No, I don't have any biotic capacity. That's what I need for organic essence, I think. Organic essence is here. Refine organic. Oh, wait. Why do I have 20 biotic? Yeah, that works. Tons of organic essence. All right, let's save this page. Yeah, just overwrite this one, actually. Okay, so that's generating both of these. And all we're draining to pay for this is dark thistle. So that's fine. All right, at the 2-hour mark here, I think I'm going to take a break. To think about what I'm going to do when we come back. Looks like the next thing is Elementia, but we have to get a lot of tempered essence to pay for that. Actually, yeah, we have to get a lot of occult essence and tempered essence. Oh, that's hexed. What was the thing that gave hexed? Gained, hexed, witchcraft. No, there was something else. What was it? I was just looking at it. Something that did something nice for hexed resources. Huh. I don't remember. Alright. I'm gonna take this break. Be back in 5 or 10 minutes. Okay, thanks for your patience, everyone. That was a longer break than I intended. So I remember during the break what the one hexed thing was. There was a, it was in Workshop. Yeah, Book of Hexes here. The upgrade to Magic Book boosting passive hexed generation, so that's going to affect this Occult-Essence, which is exactly what we need. It'll also boost Mage Bloom. Wait, is this pass? Oh yeah, this is from the thing. So 785 trillion and 100 trillion. 800 trillion and 100 trillion. Just a minor boost. Alright, well that's going to make it a lot easier to get to this. So we can almost reach that. So we need to figure out how to boost the Elementia that much. Oh wait, I stopped making ironwood trees. Alright, let's just put all of these into trees. And maybe we should be raising druidry level. Does this cost anything at this point? 202 quadrillion? No, this is like nothing. Okay, let's put it like 3 levels. 27, 2. Let's grow a... What does this cost? I think we can just level this up a bunch. Okay, and this is going to give quadrillions, costing... Yeah, once again, almost nothing. Let's just do like 3 more. September. Okay, that's starting to cost something. Let's settle in at 32 then. Okay, now what I want to know is, this gives plant yield for every level I get. Does that mean that I should just max this? Even though I'm going to keep it at 32? I'm thinking yes. Okay, let's see. Right, that's Dreamberry. Got Gather Space 3 there. Alright, the next thing I was going to work on. Well, there's a lot of stuff. I wanted to set up another artifact page. So this is like my general... Looks like we can fit another banjo in. I'm not sure what leveled that up. Yeah, it's a bit too complex. Okay, so this is my whatchamacallit setup. This is for the one thing. Okay, let's get rid of these. And now I want to do a lot. Oh, let's go ahead and create an artifact. See if we get lucky. Get something that I really need. Focus stone is cerebral. Gives duration. Scholar's one. I don't care about splashing mental resources. I don't think. Could be useful if down the road, like, is this mental? No. There's like a mental crafted resource, but even then, I'm probably just gonna be able to spam craft it and I'll be fine. Luck stats. I think I'll just take this so I can add duration if I ever want to. Okay. No more artifacts for now. Wait. Do we have another concept already? We do. Imagine that. Okay, study auras. I might have to do that. How many auras are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So thaumaturgy, skill, water, psi, and knowledge. Alright, unless there's something really good. Analyze essence. Essence attribute cost. Oh, this is tempting because there's some really good essences, and space is an essence. Control is an essence. Yeah, that's a lot of really good stuff. And then energetic resources. Wait. What? Wait, what? Base energetic resource rate. Productive. Wait, what? I feel like I'm losing my mind. This is claiming to be a reductive concept. But what it does is when you buy an attribute, it gives you cooldown speed and energetic resource rate. Now, this is garbage. Okay, so it only gets more complex from here. And I feel like the game is getting simpler in the sense that I just buy everything and then upgrade my techs and then buy everything again, and then eventually I can afford the next thing. Right? Like, I'm not strategizing much. So it's either auras or it's essence. It's got to be essence. I want to get dimensional stuff. Yeah. Okay. So let's real quick go to workshop, artifacts, loadout. Let's go to my banjo loadout. Let's go concepts, and let's learn analyze essence. Look how many levels of this I have. 654 trillion. Okay, this is starting to get expensive. There we go. Okay, and then anything else I want to invest in right now? Let's just get some levels of restorative learning. What does this cost? Just psi? Yeah, we can just level this up a bunch while we're leveling the other one up. Okay, I'm not going to do a big push with these yet. I think I'm just going to leave it at that. Okay, and so now, because of the essence stuff, all of my space costs should be, yeah, they just cost like nothing. So let's do containment, let's do spirality, physicality, urns of expansion and holding, and urn of urns and all that stuff. Lots of good stuff here. Okay, and then going back to my artifact setup. Let me just make sure I saved that with 6 on it. Okay, let's get rid of these. Now, this is my aura power thing. I need 3 more levels of expert wizardry to be able to use this effectively. Oh yeah, to be able to use it at all because of the 2 there. Okay, so expert wizardry. Is here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'm going to use this for the aura and generator power. One of these gives me the cheaper costs. Yeah, emblem max stacks. 42% emblem max stacks, interesting. Okay, and then this. Why does this still say 4? It's weird. It's like a visual bug or something, or maybe it's... Not sure what's going on there. Okay, then we could do a space cloak for spatial resources gained or something. What do I want here? Cloak of casting, construction, tempered resources gained. One of these two, I guess. What else can I fit in here? Oh, dimensional rune would be lovely. This is Thaumic. How much more do I get? This is when you put additional levels in. It doesn't tell me what the boost is. I think it wasn't much. I think it was like 10% for the conductors, if I remember correctly. So this is Amulet and Arcanal. Casting. Can get 18 stacks now. Wow, look at how cheap this is. Costs like nothing. Get even more Occult Essence and Mage Bloom. Magic Botany, Gathering Power. These give me materials upgrades, which is also really good. That's a 18? It does. Let's do Magic Botany. I feel like I could use some duration on these spells to make this process easier. Okay, let's go Wizardry, get that, get Wizard's Aura. Actually, Quintillion, yeah, magic resource quality is a good investment. Hexed resources gained is obviously great. Infused spark, sure. Need to keep investing in Okay, let me take another look at my artifacts. Maybe we can fit... Yeah, so we got an amulet and a conductor. Did we ever figure out if we could do multiple... What do the other conductors do? Cunning effect, infusion, echo cast. Kind of like echo cast. This requires a lot of spell weight though, because I don't meet the requirements. And none of the other ones are really good. A rune? No, we don't have space for it. Oh, we're not using a tool. Oh, that's a mistake. Okay, so because we don't have this one, we couldn't use the constructor's hammer for whatever boost we can get out of that. And then I guess just space cloak. Okay. So unless we can do double amulet, we can't get the emblem stacks and the big duration boost from... Well, not that this is that big of a duration boost. Okay, so this requires 18 in expansion. Yeah, let's go for that. Expert, expansion, 18. And then... What about these other ones? That one's going to be able to go up. The... Okay, that one we don't worry about. This is Scholar, we need 27. Yeah, I think we take 27 in Scholar as well. Okay. So, auras? Yep. Shoot, we're out of technology advancements. And I think, because we got so many of these magic things and not enough technology, and we could use more experts, we do one level of this one, convert magic. Ring artifacts. Rings are small runic artifacts. Okay, we need to do another setup here. Let me grab the most important technology, which is materials we can't get until the next level up. So it's definitely study, right? Yeah, concepts, develop attribute queue, yeah, the whole thing. This one is really good too. This is the one we have stacked higher, so it's probably better to do it in this one. And then, yeah, we need more technology points. Where do we get these? Shaper, Scholar, Construction. Magic research are the least valuable. Yeah, those are the ones that I tend to use the least as well. Dual wield conductors. I don't think we have the setup for... Yeah, I don't think we have anything that gives... Oh, we could do this. Doesn't look like that unlocks anything. Yeah, if you could have 2 amulets, I might take it. Attunement Mastery for artifacts, have another slot. I don't know if I even need that, honestly. Like, we've got enough slots, really. I just need technology points. Well, I know if I go in here and it's from... Let me just check again. Technology points are in Shaper, Scholar, Construction. We can probably do a whole bunch in here. Every time I echo cast, if I could get my echo cast up really high, I could have 100% uptime on this. Maybe I should do that. That seems really good, actually. That would be getting the dual wield conductors, right? I think that would be worth it. Need more sigils. Do another crafting session soon. Yeah, if like 3 or 4 of these echoed, I could keep doing this at a reduced rate while I'm waiting for everything. Basically negates the cooldown whenever it echoes, is the main thing. Cooldown is kind of annoying. Okay, so it was Scholar, and then what else? Workshop? This is construction experience, right? Yeah, workshop. Okay, let's go back to research. We probably got, yeah, we got a few more technology points. Let's put it into this one for the minus 1% all attribute scaling. Okay. Back to work. This stuff is really slow to level up, and I'm still not sure how to fix that. But you know what? Let's do 1 level of engineering first. That makes everything cheaper in the workshop. Okay. Okay, we're gonna spend on attunement and wisdom just to get this cap problem fixed. Go back to workshop and keep going. Okay, we should also go magic spells, level all. I guess that's all we really need to do. That's funny, I have all of these double weak costing 0.8. I think I was originally going to put another spell at the end. It's fine. Doesn't really matter. We're just casting it for the cheap upgrades. Okay, I think we finished most of the stuff in workshop. Oh, we need to do I need to do 1 big craft of wooden supports. Let's do this. And ooh. Good enough for now, I guess. Okay. Crafting wooden supports. There we go. 281 septillion. I should do, let's increase crafting speed real quick. Artificer, assembly. Yeah, 100 levels of that real quick. Should help me get some of this done before that runs out. Okay. Let's go to this again. Okay, so the last tech advancement location was... Let me just get some cheap stuff in here. Elemental Shaper is good. Infused Spark, maybe? Okay, that's enough of that. Is it here? No, that's materials. Was it Druidry? No, where the heck was it? Where's the tech advancements? Tech. It was Shaper, Scholar, and Construction. Shaper. Yeah, okay, Dimensional. So that's production. This is production. This is production. And containment is production. Okay, then we can do the rest of them. Looks like we can do another. Oh, this is limited by Spark. Okay. Okay, some memory, some physicality, sorcery. Okay, we need to do another big craft of dimensional cores soon. I also need to do... sigils are tempered and hexed. Okay, we can get rid of this loadout. I don't use this anymore. Okay, so I got some technology points again. These are capped out. It would just be... artifacts. Let's do that. Do I want to do speed? I do have a lot of magic points left. Okay, so let's see. For my most important things, expansion would need to be 27. Scholar 35. Expansion 28. 27, 27. Okay, so there's a lot of like expansion 27 and 28 stuff. Do I want to do that, or do I want to... That would be pretty much exactly all the orb advancements I have. The other option would just be to keep pushing Scholar. Okay, let's do a couple of things for Echo. We know that if we do Magnified Echoes, this gives me Echo Chance, Echo Rating Stats. Yeah, so that just costs 2 levels of Arcane. Let's get those. Wait, I have a bonus, I have a bonus... Where did I get a bonus Expert level? What? Bonus expert level. Okay, so let's get this one set up with the echoes. Overcharge technology is ready. This gives me a free technology level. Maybe an achievement. Check the green person icon next to settings. Thank you. This thing. Okay. Achievements. Specialist. Okay. So this is for having earn a certain number of orb points. Reach 300 orb advancement capacity. Bonus rewards +1 achievement strength, +1 expert free level. Do I really have 300? No, I only have 100. Oh, it's probably 100 for the first one and then 300 for the next level of the achievement. Okay, cool. Thank you. So do the free levels count? Like if I wanted to get expansion up to 28, I think it was, could I get it to 27 plus a free level, and that would count for the technology requirements for the other techs? Okay, so the other thing I was going to do was see if I can dual wield conductors, because if I throw in a staff of duplication... Ah, shoot. So to use this effectively... Do I want to just do this now? It's 5 plus 2. Artificer 21 and 5 more arcane. Basically doubles my EchoCast rating just throwing 1 in. I'm kind of deep on this Psychic Blast absorption stacks thing. What's causing the additional absorption stacks per second? Free levels make the game act like you have another level of what you apply it on without increasing the cost or requirements for normal upgrades. Yeah. Yeah, I've got free levels of a few different things. I'm just kind of curious whether... How do I put this? I'm hoping that the free level will count towards requirements for something else, I guess is the point. Maybe there wouldn't be much point in getting the free level if it didn't count towards requirements. But right, like, you know how you need level 4 to get the first capstone? If you did like 3 plus 1 free level, would you be able to get the capstone? That was my question, essentially. But probably phrased better this time. It does count. Okay, thank you. So I guess unlike technology, where like it really feels like it matters which level I take, for expert it doesn't really matter because these are all equally easy to level up because the costs just never really matter. I guess ideally I'd put it on my highest level 1 just in case these costs become relevant at some point. Like they'd be more likely to become relevant on my highest level stat. My highest level stat for this run I'm pretty sure is going to be Scholar. I'm going to stick with the Scholar theme. So I guess I'll just go and throw the bonus level on Scholar. Then we basically need a couple more orb advancements so we can get this to 35. Although we might not even need 35. What's the next Mind Mastery thing? Mind Mastery is at... Oh wait, did I just get it? At exactly 28? Oh, I didn't even know I was that close to the next Mind Mastery. That's funny. I was paying attention to the other thing. The, the tech requirements where it's like get expert scholar, where is it? One of these. Yeah, like expert scholar 35 for this one. Should I spend 6 on this? Yeah, I think so. And then I think after this, we should probably start spending it on the cheaper ones. Yeah, because it only costs 3 to get. So we can get like 2 levels of these for the cost of 1 more parchment type. I'm just desperate for cognitive advancements. Can't get enough of them. You know what? Let's do the magic thing. Let's do another one of these. That gets me what I need right now to do this up to level 35, did we say? Or do I want to do this? Maybe I'll do expert. That feeling never changes. I know I probably just said this, but I've already forgotten what I said. Which feeling are you talking about? Wait a minute, let me think about this. The problem with going... Oh, cognitive advancements, yeah. They're really nice. All my favorite stuff is in cognitive. Okay, I guess I figured out this thing, right? Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. So I'm not going to go for the requirements for this, but I am going to get the double conductor so I can do the ambiator and this. So we want scholar, research, innovation, dual wield conductors. Oh good, that spends the 2 I don't care about as much. Perfect. Yeah, so I could get this right now, but I mean, I don't have 5 cognitive advancements to spend on it, so I might as well not bother. I do have some magic advancements. Maybe I'll push expansion first. Yeah, I just don't need more levels of expert scholar right now. I've got enough. So I just need a couple more and we'll come do that. Okay. What's next? I was gonna make more scrolls, right? We never made this parchment. Yeah, I just got a bunch of like crafting to do and then we can run around and buy a bunch of stuff. Let's just make the scrolls straight up. No support system. Sigils, tempered and hexed. I think I did all the upgrades to tempered and hexed that I can. Maybe tempered, I can do a quick... Yeah, I can do a quick boost here. Get some generator speed too while I'm thinking about it. Carpentry. Woodworking. Just everything. Efficient collection. Okay, is my artifact ready yet? Not yet. Is that a really long research or something? Okay, it's almost done. So, staff of duplication. Okay, I'm gonna get 1 level of Arcanal. Oh, we have free levels here still. Let's just get this one level. I think we're putting all free levels on Cerebral. Okay, so now I want to see if... Let's see. Artifacts, loadout. Yeah, so it's plus 20% per level. It's probably not worth investing extra in this. Let's just put another one of those on. Okay, let's save this. Only 2 echoes? After all that prep? Up to 19 stacks of absorption per... Okay, let's just level everything up. Alright, this is definitely helping. I feel like I can much more quickly go through and buy things now that frequently when a spell is done, the cooldown is already completed. Alright, probably time to take a break from this. Let's see. Once all this stuff clears, we can And we got all the echo casts. What's the deal here? Okay, so we're still... Wow, we're golden on this. It's just, tempered essence is only coming from... I believe it's only coming from my actual alchemy right now, so we need to figure out how to boost that. Now, maybe if I do additional extract dark thistle. Okay, let's do it this way. Let's go to agromancy. Let's find my dark thistle. Let's see what this gives me. This gives me in the trillions. Let's do one of those. Now let's go to alchemy and so that's draining like 1 billion. Definitely generating a lot more now. So if I decrease this by 1, I have to decrease this by 2. I could throw another one of these on if I put another dark thistle in, right? Now I have to put 2 more dark thistle in. Then we could throw this in. And we're still only going to be able to generate low billions of this. Why is this resource... Why is this so expensive? Do we ever unlock... I guess we got Dreamberry. Can do that at least. Is this billions, quadrillions, sextillions? I'll probably go ahead and do Gather Space 3. Dimensional core. So we need to craft sigils first, which are... let's just see what happens. 50 billion... 95 billion... Yeah. Imbue tempered. Gives alchemist effect levels. And I might as well do this to where it's barely relevant. Like that. Okay. World aspects. Okay, so we need to generate blaze somehow. Oh, so as soon as I unlock it, it lets me learn dragon. Okay, so I guess we've been ready to start rituals for a while now. Channel blaze, confirm. Okay, let's go to loadout 6. Let's do casting, upgrade this a bit. Let's do spellbook, loadout. Channel blaze should be in here somewhere. Blaze, there we go. Do a couple of those. Cast it, we get completely fill our cap and overfill. Alright, Flame Weaver, duplicate spellbook, learn evoke. Aspect rituals. That's done. Rituals, principal stone. Oh my goodness, look at this blaze. It's a 4-minute cooldown on this. It's funny. And learn some new spells that are required here. Firebolt. Deal 57 million fire damage. Okay. Rituals, devote. Okay, I'm gonna leave all this for next time. I was thinking I should probably quit pretty soon anyway, so this is a good time to do it. We will start rituals next time. And this is great. This gives me something to work on while I'm waiting for Elementia to level up. The other thing I should do before I forget is let's just grow one Dreamberry. 592 sextillion. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, billions of tempered essence. Never mind. It's way too expensive. Okay, so I actually can't do Dreamberry until probably I'm close enough to powerful enough to buy this upgrade anyway. All right, well, thanks for hanging out, everyone. Yeah, tomorrow, rituals at long last. It's been a long road. The final tab awaits. All right, see you guys next time.